Om Shanti. Today is Saturday, the 5th of November 2022. Let us listen to the Sakar Murli this Saturday morning from our beloved Bap Dada, Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, while living at home with your families, you have to fulfill your responsibility to everyone, have unlimited renunciation once, and create a reward for 21 births. Essence of this Saturday's Sakar Murli is, sweet children, while living at home with your families, you have to fulfill your responsibility to everyone, have unlimited renunciation once, and create a reward for 21 births. Today we have two questions. The first question, while walking and moving around, what should you remember so that you can stay on the spiritual pilgrimage? Baba answers, while walking and moving around, remember that you are all actors and that you have now to return home. The Father reminds you of this. Children, I have come to take you back home. To maintain this awareness is to be Manmanabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. This is the pilgrimage. This is the spiritual pilgrimage that the Father teaches you. We have a second question today. What are the qualifications needed to have salvation? The Father answers, the praise of being full of all virtues and 16 celestial degrees full are the qualifications you receive from the Father that you need for salvation. The answer to what are the qualifications needed to have salvation, Baba says, the praise of being full of all virtues and 16 celestial degrees full are the qualifications you receive from the Father that you need for salvation. Today's song is, have patience of mind, your days of happiness are about to come. Om Shanti. You children know, number-wise, according to the efforts you make, that the old play is now about to end. The days of sorrow will remain for only a short while longer, and then there will be constant happiness and nothing but happiness. What does Baba say? The days of sorrow will remain for only a short while longer, and then there will be constant happiness and nothing but happiness. When you know about happiness, you then understand that this is a land of sorrow. There is a lot of difference between the two. You are now making effort for happiness, that is, you are following Srimad. It is easy to explain this to anyone. You now have to go to Baba. Baba has come to take you back. While living at home with your families, live as pure as a lotus and definitely fulfill your responsibilities. If you don't fulfill your responsibilities, you become the same as the sannyasis. Baba says, those who don't fulfill their responsibilities are said to be those on the path of isolation or Hatha Yogis. God is now teaching us Raj Yoga, which we are learning. The religious scripture of Bharat is the Gita. Sannyasis are Hatha Yogis. They renounce their homes and families and go to the forests. They have to have renunciation for birth after birth. You live at home with the families, have renunciation once, and then receive the reward of that for 21 births. Their renunciation is limited, whereas yours is unlimited renunciation. This Raj Yoga of yours is praised a great deal. God taught you Raj Yoga. The highest on high alone is called God. Sri Krishna cannot be called God. Sri Krishna, Baba says, cannot be God. The unlimited Father is the incorporeal one. Only He can give you the unlimited sovereignty. The household path is not disliked here. The Father says, in this final birth, become pure while living at home with your families. None of the sannyasis can be called the purifier. They too want a pure world. What does Baba say? Baba says that the renunciation of sannyasis is limited, whereas yours is unlimited renunciation. This Raj Yoga of yours is praised a great deal. God taught you Raj Yoga. The highest on high alone is called God. Sri Krishna cannot be God. The unlimited Father is the incorporeal one. Only He can give you the unlimited sovereignty. The household path is not disliked here. The Father says, in this final birth, become pure while living at home with your families. None of the sannyasis can be called the purifier. They too want a pure world. There is just that one world for which they call out to the purifier Father. Since they do not belong to the household path, they don't believe in the deities. Baba says they can never teach Raj Yoga, nor can the Father ever teach Hatha Yoga. Meaning, sannyasis can never teach Raj Yoga, nor can the Father ever teach Hatha Yoga. This is something to be understood. A world conference is to take place in Delhi. Explain these things there. Give it to them in writing. If it is in writing, they will all understand. We now belong to the highest on high Brahmin clan. Those people belong to the Shudra clan. We are theists and they are atheists. They are those who don't know God and we are those who have yoga with God. So, there is a difference of opinion, is there not? Baba asks. Only the Father comes and makes you into theists. By belonging to the Father, you receive the Father's inheritance. These are very tricky things. First of all, it should sit in your intellects that the God of the Gita is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, who established the original eternal deity religion. The deity religion of Bharat is the main one. The people of Bharat have forgotten their own religion. You only know that, according to the drama, the people of Bharat have to forget their own religion. Only then can the Father come and carry out establishment. Why else would He come? He says, I come when the deity religion disappears. It definitely has to disappear. It is said, one leg of the bull is broken and the world is standing on 3 legs. There are 4 main religions. The leg of the deity religion has now broken. That is, that religion has now disappeared. This is why they give the example of the banyan tree and how the foundation is decayed, but the branches and twigs exist. So here too, the foundation of the deity religion doesn't exist now, but there are many sects and cults, etc. Your intellects have full enlightenment. The Father says, you children now know the secrets of this drama and how the whole world tree has become old. Baba says, you children now know the secrets of this drama and how the whole tree has now become old. After the Iron Age, the Golden Age definitely has to come. The cycle definitely has to turn. Let it remain in your intellects that the play is about to end and that we are going home. While walking and moving around, remember that you now have to return home. This is the meaning of Man Mana Bhav and Madhyaji Bhav. When you have to give lectures to large gatherings, explain that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is once again telling you, O children, renounce your bodies and all bodily religions. Consider yourselves to be souls. Remember the Father and your sins will be burnt away. I teach you Raj Yoga. While living at home with your families, become like a lotus. Remember me. Remain pure and also imbibe knowledge. Now, all are in degradation. Baba comes and grants them salvation. In the Golden Age, the deities were in salvation. To be full of all virtues and 16 celestial degrees full are the qualifications you need for salvation. Who gives you these qualifications? Baba is asking. Baba says, the Father. What are His qualifications? He is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace. His praise is completely separate. It isn't that all are one. The Father is only one and all of us souls are His children. The new creation is now being created. All of you are the children of Prajapita Brahma. However, those people are unable to understand these things. The Brahmin clan is the highest on high. Only the clans of Bharat are remembered. You have to go through these clans while taking 84 births. Brahmins only exist at the confluence age. Acha, Baba says, silence is very good. Each of you has a garland of peace around your neck. There is the story of a queen who lost her necklace. You now remember your home, the land of peace, a lot. Everyone wants to go to the home of peace, but who would show them the way? No one, apart from the Father, the ocean of peace, can show you the path. The Father's praise, the ocean of peace, the ocean of bliss is very good. He is the seed of the human tree. There is such a difference of day and night. Krishna cannot be called the seed of the human world. The praise of the Father is separate. By his being called omnipresent, his praise is not proven. It isn't that God would sit and worship himself. God is ever worthy of worship. He never becomes a worshipper. What is Baba saying? God is ever worthy of worship. He never becomes a worshipper. Those who come from up above become worshippers from being worthy of worship. He never becomes a worshipper. Those who come from up above, Baba says, become worshippers from being worthy of worship. There are many points. Look how so many people come here, but only a handful out of multi-millions emerge because the destination is very high. There will continue to be many subjects created, but only a handful out of multi-millions become beads of the rosary. There is the example of Narad. You now look at your own faces and see whether you have become worthy of marrying Lakshmi. Only a few will become kings. There are many subjects created for one king. You should make effort to become elevated. Among the kings, some are big kings and others are minor kings. There are many kings in Bharat. Kingdoms have continued in Bharat. In the golden age, there are many kings and emperors. There, emperors have princes and princesses. They have a lot of property. They have a lot of property, says Baba. The kings have less property. It is now the rule of people over people. The kingdom is now being established. This is the knowledge for becoming Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan. You are making effort for this. Baba asks, will you claim the status of Lakshmi and Narayan or Rama and Sita? Then all of you reply, we will claim the status of Lakshmi and Narayan. We will claim the full inheritance from the Father. These are wonderful things. Nowhere else do they speak of these things, nor are these things mentioned in the scriptures. The locks on your intellects have now opened. The Father explains, while walking and moving around, consider yourselves to be actors. We now have to return home. Constantly remember this. This is called being Manmanabhav and Madhyaji Bhav. The Father repeatedly reminds you, children, I have come to take you back home. This is a spiritual pilgrimage. No one apart from the Father can inspire you to do this. You also have to praise Bharat. This Bharat is the holiest land. It is the birthplace of the Father, the remover of sorrow, the bestower of happiness, and the bestower of salvation for all. That same Father is also the liberator of everyone. This is the greatest pilgrimage place of all. Although the people of Bharat go to a Shiva temple, they don't know the Father. They know Gandhiji. They believe that he was a very good person, and this is why they go and offer flowers to his statue and spend hundreds of thousands of rupees. At this time, it is their rule. They can do whatever they want. The Father sits here and carries out establishment in an incognito way. At first, there was the kingdom of deities in Bharat. They have shown that a war took place between the devils and the deities, but it did not happen like that. It is on the battlefield here that you will conquer Maya. Baba says that there they have shown a war that took place between the devils and the deities, but it did not happen like that. It is on the battlefield here that you conquer Maya. It would definitely be the Almighty Authority Father who enables you to conquer Maya. Only the Father liberates you from Ravan's kingdom and establishes the kingdom of Rama. There is no question of war there. We now see that Christians are almighty authorities among all human beings. They can conquer anyone. What is Baba saying? At this time, the almighty authority kingdom is that of the Christians. Otherwise, their population should be the smallest of all because they have come last. However, out of all three religions, that one is the most powerful. They control everyone. This drama is also fixed. Let us once again hear what Baba has to say about Christians. We now see that Christians are almighty authorities amongst all human beings. They can conquer anyone. However, he says, it is not the law that they can become the masters of the world. Only you know these secrets. At this time, the almighty authority kingdom is that of the Christians. Otherwise, their population should be the smallest of all because they have come last. However, out of all three religions, that one is the most powerful. They control everyone. This drama is also fixed. It is from them that we are to take our kingdom. There is a story of two monkeys fighting and the third one taking the butter from between them. They fight among themselves and the people of Bharat receive the butter. The story is just worth pennies, but it has such a great meaning. Even though people are actors, they don't know the drama. It is only the poor who understand this knowledge. Wealthy people don't understand anything. The Father is remembered as the Lord of the poor and the purifier. He is now playing his part in a practical way. You have to explain this to big gatherings. The intellect says that your praise will gradually emerge. The gong will sound at the last minute. The gong will sound at the last moment. There is now an eclipse of bad omens over the children. Their lines are not clear and there continues to be obstacles. To the extent that you make effort, you will receive a reward accordingly. The Pandavas were unable to find 3 square feet of land. That praise is of this time. However, no one knows that you will then become the masters of the world there. You children now know this in a practical way. There is no need for any regret about this. It happened like this in the previous cycle too, says Baba. You have to stay alert on the rails of the drama and not shake. The play is now coming to an end and we are going to the land of happiness. Study in such a way that you claim a high status. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children and we the spiritual children say namaste to our spiritual father. Today's essence for dharana has 2 points. First point, don't have any regrets about anything. Let the line of your intellect remain constantly clear. Protect yourself from any eclipse of bad omens. The second point, fulfill your responsibility to your household. Don't dislike anyone. Stay like a lotus flower, become a theist and enable everyone to become a theist. Today's blessing, may you be a world server with a big heart and reap the instant and practical fruit of service. Let's hear the blessing once again. May you be a world server with a big heart and reap the instant and practical fruit of service. Baba explains, someone who does service with a big heart also reaps the instant fruit of service in a big way. Whenever you carry out a big task, do it with a big heart and also have a big heart in enabling others to become cooperative. Do not have a shrunken heart either for yourself or for cooperative souls. By your having a big heart, dust will turn into gold and weak companions will become strong. Success that seemed impossible becomes possible. For this, surrender I, and you will become a world server who has a big heart. Today's slogan is, to transform excuses into solutions is to have pure and positive thoughts for others. Slogan once again, To transform excuses into solutions is to have pure and positive thoughts for others. Acha, Om Shanti. Today we also have an invaluable version of Mateshwari ji. To whom is the praise sung, you are the mother and father, we are your children, and due to your mercy we have lot of happiness. This is surely sung to God because God Himself comes in the form of the mother and father and gives limitless happiness to this world. God definitely created a world of happiness at some point, for this is why they call out to Him as the mother and father. However, people do not know what happiness is. When there was limitless happiness in this world, there was also peace. But there isn't that happiness anymore. People definitely have a desire for happiness. Some ask for wealth and possessions, whereas others ask for children. Some even ask that they remain faithful brides while their husbands are still alive, and that they never become widows. So, their desire is for happiness, is it not? Mama asks. So, God would definitely fulfill their desire at some time. In the golden age, when there is heaven on earth, there is constant happiness and women never become widows. So, that desire is fulfilled in the golden age where there is limitless happiness. However, at this time, it is the iron age. At this time, people only experience sorrow. But when people experience extreme sorrow, they say, accept everything from God's plate and consider it to be sweet. However, when God Himself comes and enables all our accounts to be settled, it is then that we say, you are the mother and father. Acha, Om Shanti.